Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Ben. We're back with another video. Today, it's going to be all about carb cycling. I actually got this idea from my friend Abby Rainier. I was mentioning my carb cycling on my Instagram stories, and I think Abby reached out to me and was like, yo Ben, you should do a YouTube video on carb cycling. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do that. So shout out Abby. And if you guys have any requests for videos, be sure to drop them in the comments or just DM me, be like, yo Ben, do a video on this, and I'll be like, yo, I'll do a video. You know what I'm saying? So carb cycling, we're going to talk about a bunch of stuff, but I want to cover what is carb cycling, should you use it, as in like should you use it, how do you use it, and what does it do. So first of all, we'll just go through the basics of carb cycling. It's basically when you cycle your carbohydrates and you consume different amounts of carbohydrates on specific days of the week or on like a certain daily basis. So for example, what I was doing for my carb cycling routine was I would have one low carb day. So I have a day where I eat 100 grams of carbs, very low carb. And then I have one mid carb day where my carbs go to 200. And then I have one high day where my carbs go to 300. A lot of people, they do the 5 low carb days and then 2 higher carb days. So like the weekdays, they'll do low carb. And then on their Saturday, Sunday, they have high carb days. A lot of people do different things. Some people do like 3 low days, 1 high day, repeat. That's like the basics of carb cycling though, is basically just cycling your carbs and having different amounts of carbs on each day, and just like, I guess, creating like a little, like a carb cycling split, if that makes sense. I don't really know, or a routine, but that's just the basics. You've probably heard of it before. I wanted to explain it. So should you use it? A lot of people don't really know, but carb cycling is primarily used for weight loss or fat loss or dieting, whatever you want to call it. It's not really useful if you are in a calorie surplus or bulking, but I think it could also be used to maintain a lower body fat percentage, because that is what I am doing right now. But yeah, like I said, it's primarily for dieting and trying to lose weight, lose body fat. So next thing I want to go over is how do you use it. So like I said, you want to set up a split for yourself where maybe you have 5 low days, like throughout the week you eat 200 grams of carbs, and then on the weekends you eat 300 grams of carbs. So basically what you're trying to do here is you're trying to like trick your body, right? So on those low carb days, your body has lower energy, right? And then when you have those higher carb days, your body thinks it's getting more energy because of the extra carbohydrates or energy. So those extra carbs that are coming in, your body thinks like more energy now, so we can expend more, restore the glycogen stores. And then let's say you have 2 high days, so 2 high carb days. What you're gonna find is the day after, and like multiple days after your high carb days, you're still gonna have like fuller glycogen. You're gonna have more fullness, more energy, and like elevated mood. So it's gonna make those lower carb days like a lot less sufferable. And obviously everybody's different, so you want to find like the form of carb cycling and the routine that works for you. But I'm still experimenting myself. I've just started out with it, but that's how exactly you go about using it. And then I guess the next question was, what does it do? So I've kind of already explained this as well, but like I said, the whole like premise is to trick your body into thinking you have more energy than you actually do. Probably should have mentioned this before as well, but with higher carb days and like the lower carb days, your calories aren't really supposed to change. Let's say you're in a 500 calorie deficit, your maintenance is 3,000 calories, you're eating 2,500. You can set up a plan so that you're eating 2,500 calories every single day, but let's just say for 3 days you have low carb days, and then you have 2 high carb days, for example. Your calories are still going to be the same. You're still going to be in the same deficit, you know, but like I said, you're basically just tricking your body into thinking, okay, there's more energy coming in, so like we're not like starving. And this is another thing as well. I was trying to find studies done on carb cycling and like weight loss to see if it helped, but the only thing I could find was refeeds, which are basically when you go back up to maintenance calories after calorie restriction. I'll leave the link to the study in the description. Basically 27 males and females for 7 weeks, where they would for 5 days eat calorie restriction, so in like a 500 calorie deficit, and then on the weekend, so Saturday and Sunday, they would have a 2-day refeed where they would actually eat maintenance calories. And basically what they found in the study was that when there was a 2-day refeed where, like I said, they go back up to maintenance calories, it actually preserved their metabolic rate as well as their fat-free mass a lot more than the control group. So like I said, I'll link that study in the description below, but that's an example of like refeeds, which is kind of similar to carb cycling, but with carb cycling you don't really up the calories, it's just more manipulation of carbohydrates. So this could potentially correlate to carb cycling, but I don't want to draw that conclusion because I haven't found any research on carb cycling itself. Basically, that's carb cycling in a nutshell. So what is it? Carb cycling, basically manipulating your carbohydrate intake throughout the week or on like a daily routine basis to trick your body into thinking that you're getting more energy, and then after your actual high carb days, you're going to be running off of that extra energy so that your low carb days are a lot less sufferable. And in my opinion, carb cycling is a lot better than just eating, let's say, the same amount of carbs every day, because eventually your metabolism is going to adapt to that, and your body is going to try to decrease its NEAT, its non-exercise activity thermogenesis, as you continue to cut on the same amount of carbohydrates, because your body just thinks it's getting less and less energy because you're dieting. So in my personal experience, it's been a lot easier to diet. As you guys know, if you guys follow me closely, I just got done my summer cut. In my experience, carb cycling has helped me a lot with my cutting, as well as now maintaining a leaner body fat percentage, because I have a lot more energy, elevated mood. I'm not like groggy. Should you use it? Like I said, if you're bulking, probably not. If you're cutting, absolutely. And if you're trying to maintain and you're like decently lean like I am, I'm trying to maintain a leaner physique, it definitely helps out a lot. How do you use it? Like I said, you can experiment with your own carb cycling routines. And what does it do? For the millionth time, it tricks your body. So your body thinks you're getting more energy, but you're really not, because your calories are equated. But since carbohydrates are energy and you're getting more carbs on certain days, your body believes it's getting more energy than it actually is, which then increases your energy, your glycogen stores, and your mood. And that's all about carb cycling. So if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like. If you're new, be sure to subscribe, because I'm always dropping some valuable content like this. You guys already know Fitletics, best clothing in the game. Get yourself some Fitletics. All my links are in the description below if you want to check all them out. Like I said, I'm going to link that study if you want to check that out about refeeds. And yeah, that's going to do it for the vid. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.